All right, so we're installing these LED lights in the bathroom. Basically kind of like the lights, same lights that we got everywhere else. They're these really flat recessed lighting. So, you know, obviously the cool thing about these, it doesn't matter where you put them. You can literally put them anywhere in the wall. It doesn't matter if there's a stud there or if there's some wood, whatever, it's so flat, it will work. Anyway, they come with these like junction boxes, okay? There's these little inserts. This is an insert and that's an insert, or these little tabs that we need to break, and the wire is gonna go inside here. Most homeowners are just gonna take these little inserts, kind of pop them out and just put the wire in that, and then use these little connectors inside the junction box, you know, to hook it up. But what they're missing are these little connector things like this, and they actually go inside these little hole inserts. They screw down, and they have these little screws on them as well to screw in the wire. So the wire is fastened securely to this box, and it's a soft opening on the inside of this thing. What I mean by soft opening is, in other words, it's not gonna cut your wire, or whatever gauge wire that you're feeding in here. It's probably gonna be 14-2 or 12-2 wire that's going here. We're using 12-2 throughout this whole house. So in our case, it's the yellow 12-2 wire. But just take anything, I mean, even your finger is probably gonna be strong enough to break this little tab. You just press it in like that. And then it is connected by metal, so if you don't wanna cut yourself or anything like that, grab some needle nose pliers. Grab this little disc thing with some pliers. Any needle nose pliers work best because it's a small hole. Just grab it and twist it off, and there you go. So what we do is, we take these things, they come with a little twist off. This thing, this little nut just twists off, and then you take this and you insert it into the hole like so, leaving the screws on the outside, okay? So you just twist that nut back on, making sure it's snug, nice and tight. And now it has this little opening here that the wire can feed through. And when I feed the wire, we just twist these screws down, and it really tightens up the wire, and they're not going anywhere. Now this is ready to be installed. Okay, so as you can see, we've got at least a foot of wire here, probably a foot and a half. We want to make sure that when you're tightening these up, they tighten on the yellow sheathing itself. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick. Skadoosh, take my handy dandy drill. I'm gonna tighten this sucker up. Okay, so now that's in there, the wire's not gonna come out. So you can pull on the wire just to make sure it's snug, and you'll see it's snug. Okay, so take your wire strippers, and these ones are really cool wire strippers. They do all types of wire. So I'm gonna strip out my sheathing here, and these things strip out the whole yellow sheathing. So now I have my white wire, I have my copper bare wire, and I have my black wire. Now on this, particular junction box with these recessed lightings, this type of recessed lighting system, it comes with a white wire, a black wire, and a green wire. So just in case you don't know, black goes to black, white goes to white, and green goes to your bare copper. So copper is typically ground. You feel me on that one? Anyway, so now, the cool thing is this junction box comes with these push connects, so you don't have to twist anything, you don't need any of that. It's just, you push it in, it kind of snaps a little bit, maybe it will, maybe it won't, but it kind of just locks in place, and it's a much easier system. So I'm just gonna strip, a good 1/4 inch of the sheathing off of my white wire. And then it's super easy. I'm literally gonna take my white wire that's in a junction box, the white wire that's part of the 12-2, and I'm just gonna push it in. Done. Now that's wired up. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with the black wire and the green wire. Actually, I don't have to strip the copper wire because it's already stripped. So let me go ahead and connect my green to my copper, and it's as easy as just pushing the sucker in. when you use a push connect, you want the wire to go all the way to the back of the push connect, as far as it will possibly go. And most push connects actually are clear or see-through, so you can actually see if you're gonna have a good connection or not. And in order to get a good connection, you just wanna make sure that the wire goes all the way to the back, and then you should be pretty good and solid. No more guessing with twist ties or anything like that. This is what you want, this is the way to go. So this is a pretty tight area, pretty small. My fingers aren't the smallest ever in the world, so it definitely helps those of you with, I don't know, bigger hands. Get some needle nose pliers so you can grab the wire, and it's just use the push connect to force the sucker down without bending the actual wire. And by the way, if you ever need to take it out of these push connects, the only thing you got to do is just hold it and twist. And now it's out. Now we just got to install our light. Okay, so really quick, it literally has these twist push connects too. So you literally just push it on. There's these two metal prongs. It's really, really easy. Push it on, and then it screws on at the same time, locking it into place. Skadoosh, just like that. Done. Now I'm just gonna take this wire, this junction box, place it up there on the sheetrock itself. It's just sitting there. And this, with these clamps, these like blue things, I'm gonna bend them up. I'm gonna bend them up. I'm gonna set these in the hole that we drilled. And voila, just like that. It's time for the moment of truth. Do these lights actually work? And how bright are these two recessed lights? Dun dun dun! Now, is it also true I already tested to make sure that it worked before I filmed this? Yes. So they work. Boom. So that's pretty much what it looks like. Boom. Nice and bright. If you don't trust yourself, hire a professional, because electricity is dangerous.
Through all the cities and all these towns, as if my blood went all around. I love you now like I loved you then. These are the roads and these are the hands. Come on, let's make